Hello, and good morning, everybody. What a morning it has been so far. And we are in for one hell of a storm, and I will say the HEWL word. Mary Michael, Des, I got you. Mary Michael, Willow, see you soon on my way home, so please feel free to start without me. Mary Michael, drive safely. Courtney, good morning. Des says, drive safe. Mary Michael. Nana, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, all. I don't know if I should tell you. Just before I started, I think I was going to be a little bit late, but something happened here with my mom next door. Um, just as I was getting ready to sit down here and get things all situated and whatever. And it's like, there's something on the roof. There's something on the roof. Anyway, I went out. I'm not going to, I don't think I should say, I don't know, Des, what do you think? What do you think, Des? I went out on the roof and I got what was on the roof, and it was a package that obviously somebody in the neighborhood had stolen from somewhere or got by mistake and opened it and didn't like what they seen. Tell them, did you get my email? I haven't been able to check emails, you guys. Grind time with Jess. There she is. I got you. Let me get you written down here, just in case power goes out. And if power goes out, you guys don't worry. I will put it up on a live or whatever. I will make sure that you guys get your reads. I haven't, and Nana, I haven't even had the time to check for emails between doctor's appointments and everything that I've got going on. I haven't even had a chance to check, but I will check, hon. I will check, I promise. And yet they didn't want no part of that. My mom's got one of her friends from childhood over staying with her. They went to Cuba for a week, and then she came back and stayed a few weeks with my mom because she's leaving on Tuesday anyway. But yeah, there's this orange package. Good to see you, Jess. I tried to pop in on you on Friday night, and just as I popped in, you were shutting down. So I just missed you by a smidgen. But I almost got you. Almost got you. Courtney, I got you. And you want to hear from Mike. I got you, my dear. Yeah, Des says they didn't want no part of that. Yeah, it was really short, and it's like, oh my God, she's alive. And just as I go to jump on, you were shutting down and went, ah! So I just missed you. Just missed you. It would have been fun. Des says, yeah, they didn't want no part. Okay. Des says, I got to tell you. So I get this reach thing and get out, open the window, get out partially on the roof to go and get this package. And it's, you could see duct tape around it. So what I did is I brought it to just outside the window and took a pair of scissors and opened it up in case it was something that was going to blow up or something. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the hell, right? I see extra large boxers. So we brought it in and I said, that's the guy that I rent a room to. I said, maybe he ordered some boxes. He never got his order anyway. So I said, that's got to be it. So I bring it in. I brought it upstairs and knocked on his door and I said, here, your boxers. Somebody threw them on the roof. And he opens it up and one size of the boxers, I swear to God, you guys, when we pulled it out of the package, I could put it at my shoulders and it went down to my knees. This pair of satiny underwear. They were huge. They were like you could fit a dog inside them. Anyway, and I'm no word of a lie either. And then there was other pairs. They were all 5X and this and that. So I brought them next door to mom. I said, "Did you order underwears?" I said, because they're not his. So they're obviously made for you. It's on your roof. So, and she said no. So they opened up, her and her friend opened up the rest of the packages, and they're all huge. Like it would cover my whole desk here. They're that big. And nobody here is that big. So like I take a small or a medium, depending on the size. Courtney says a black deck for minnow. Minnow wants the black duck. I got you. So that was that. That's why I thought I was going to be late, because I knew I had to go out on this roof and get this package that somebody threw up there, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah, it was on the roof. Like, I've got over my front porch, I've got like a roof kind of like, so you get some shade when it's really sunny out, because we get the front of my house there gets the sun all afternoon. So it's nice to have that roof there. And then up off of the upstairs, one upstairs bedroom and the hallway has a window, so you can get out onto the roof. Anyway, so I had to get out on the roof. So I don't know if they meant to try and throw it up on the porch from the sidewalk, or I don't know, but it ended up on her roof of her front porch. Anyway, yeah, and you can tell, like, it was an orange bag, and it was all duct taped at one end. So obviously it's either a package somebody stole from somebody and just decided to throw it, or I don't know, maybe they stole my guy there that I rent a room to. Maybe they stole his package and decided that they were going to throw that and missed my roof and hit hers. I don't know, because we're side by side. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't. I left it. That's on you. You guys do what you got to do with it. It's like, nope, not dealing with that this morning. Misty. Good morning, Misty. And you want the black. I got you. Good morning, Compton. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big hearts, big hearts, big hearts. And before that, my camera had messed up. I've got to get a new camera. Look at my hands, look like they're white, and I don't know. They look really weird. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It was sideways, so you could only see going this way. I had to mess around with my camera. You can see like red spots all over. I don't know what's going on with it. So I'll be ordering another camera there this week. This camera, I just don't like it at all. So that's what I've been doing. Missy says, good morning, everybody. It's got a weird glare to it. Like, look at my hands. My hands look weird. Looks really weird. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but it was all I could do to get this setup back the way it was. So it was the right way I had it. It was upside down, and oh my God. So I don't know what happened to my camera. I know I knocked it down the other day. So, I mean, that shouldn't change any settings on it, but obviously it did. So I will be getting another camera. So lots of stuff going on, you guys. I'm going to be going over some stuff. I did go over the Brian Koberger thing with the alibi. I got pages and pages and pages of stuff here that I've been writing down. So when I've had a few minutes to check something out that somebody has sent, like, even though in the comments of the videos, you guys, any links are blocked, and what they do is they go to another folder where I can still see them, and I can either okay them or not. So even though it may not show up under the video in comments, I see it under the held stuff. There's stuff that YouTube hides automatically, but I can still see it. Nobody else can, but I can in my studio. So there was some links that were put there that I did go and check out. A lot of them had to do with the Brian Koberger thing. So I did look into this Cy Ray and his software that the defense is going to be relying on. It's junk science. It's no good. I did put the links below that video where the judge had said it's junk science. Nobody in the criminal legal community accepts it and all that stuff. Stephen Stearns indicted by the grand jury. We're still waiting. What I found weird about that is that when they were announcing that that Seth Stearns had been Stephen Stearns, Seth Stearns, I'm getting all these names mixed up. Stephen Stearns has been arrested for first degree, and he was indicted by the grand jury. One of the reporters said, well, what about her mother, Jennifer? And he said the investigation's ongoing. So there still may be some charges coming for her too. I can't see anything else but charges coming for her, because I do think that she was involved. She lied. She said that, oh, we dropped her off. I'd seen her getting ready for school, all this garbage. So if you've seen her getting ready for school, then you've seen her life being taken. You know what I mean? Or it was already done and you lied. She's going to be charged with something. I think they're trying to link her also. Look how long it took them to lay these first-degree murder charges on Stephen Stearns after they had arrested him for the images on his phone. It's been a couple weeks, right? So I think they're taking their time now. He's been charged. I think they're taking their time to really look into whether she had anything to do with it also. Nana T, let me get you written down here. Nana T. And you want the black deck. I've got you. Okay, so I do feel like there's going to be charges coming for her too. I think it's just going to be a little while before we see them. So I did talk about the alibi thing for Koberger with that ZX. It's junk science. It's not used, and the prosecution has refused to work with him now for almost a year, because the software is garbage. It's unreliable and all that stuff. We go over it in the video. If you haven't seen it, look under the live tab and you will see it there. What was this one? The Sebastian Rogers case. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that I still got to look into regarding that because there's been a lot going on. I guess Seth's private investigator has come out and spoke. I did see a part of her interview. And if you guys remember, go back to my video where I said in that read on Sebastian, I said, and this was a few weeks back, I said that Chris had given Katie an ultimatum, that Sebastian overheard something, that their marriage was in trouble. I think that he was threatening to leave her. And this is why I think she got rid of Sebastian. If you guys remember that video, if you go back and listen to it, now just a couple days ago, the private investigator that Seth hired said the exact same thing, that she thinks Sebastian overheard some conversations. Their marriage was in trouble. She thinks that Chris, or she's got some information that their marriage was on the rocks. Chris was going to separate, or they had separated, something along them lines. But everything that came out in my read from a couple weeks ago, this private investigator has come out with now. So if you haven't seen that, check under my community tab, and I put a link to that interview where she says it. I probably will go over it and get my read and what she has said like a couple weeks apart, but that already came out in my read a couple weeks ago, right? Marriage was in trouble. There was conversations overheard and stuff like that. And this is what the private investigator is finding out. So it's eerie how things are adding up. And I'm anxious to see what else is found out that has already come out in the reads from weeks ago. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. There are videos I have to. Okay, so before I forget, okay, where is that? I'm going to go and check my email right now, Nana, because if I don't, I'm going to forget. Oh, what the hell's going on here? I hate that when I clear all my cookies and everything. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't get into my email. Why can't I get in? What the heck is this? Okay, I can't even get into it right now. Like I did a sweep where I cleared my cookies and everything, and now I don't even remember my password. I'm going to have to look it up. But I can't get into it right now. But I will make myself a note on my paper right here. I'm going to do that right now. Check email. Check email. Banana. I'm going to have to get out my password book and get in my password. There, I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, but I will check it. Crime Time with Jess says Catherine Ramsline, for anyone who isn't aware, was Brian Koberger's professor. She studied the BTK killer for years and lectured a lot. Yeah, I'd heard about that, Jess. I'd heard something about that. I'd heard something about it. A while back, actually. Put me on readings. I'll text you later to remind you to check. Oh, yes. Thank you. I love you. Oh. And if I can't get into it, I'm going to have to FaceTime with my sister so she can walk me through how to get into it. I don't know. I didn't have time to read it right now. So she's going to CrimeCon this year as a speaker. Isn't that is it the end of April or end of May? I'd love to go, but it's in Tennessee. I don't want to go nowhere near Tennessee. Too much is happening in Tennessee. I'd love to go to CrimeCon one of these years. And it has just started pouring rain. So cross your fingers, you guys. I don't know if you guys are the end of May. I'd love to go to CrimeCon. I don't know if you guys seen them storms that were going through Ohio and all that yesterday. A lot of tornadoes went through. Well, we're starting to get all that. It's come up across the Great Lakes. And we're supposed to get some really bad thunder and lightning storms. So, like I said, that's why I write you guys all your names down here on a paper too. And if you want the black deck or if you want to hear from somebody, I have it written down here. So if power does go out, what I will do is when I get power back, I will do these reads and it will be up under the live tab. So you guys aren't going to lose your reads. Summer Shiflett will be a speaker. That's related to Lori, right? Lori Daybell's sister. Yeah, Lori Daybell. Let's talk about Lori Daybell. She was supposed to be in court, and she waived her speedy trial rights. And I guess she is saying something along the lines of, I'll just plead guilty, but I want to go back to Idaho. So that's crazy to me. But anyway, she wasn't there. She waived her right to have to appear. Well, depending on where in Tennessee, Tennessee is a pretty big state. Nate Eaton, yeah, I'd love to see. I'd like to meet Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace. And I know a lot of you guys don't like Jennifer, but I'd love to meet Jennifer Coffendorfer too. I talk a lot with her behind the scenes. I talk a lot with her, email and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people don't like her, but I mean, it's all part and parcel with what she does, right? Nancy Grace will be there. Yeah, I knew Nancy Grace was going to be there. I love Jennifer. I just love her. She's to the point. There's times I cringe a little bit, like when she's got an expert speaker on and she's, stop that. I want to, never mind that. And she gets a little crazy sometimes, but I love her. But Nancy Grace, Jennifer Coffendorfer, love her too. Well, everybody's got their own opinions, I guess, and that's okay, but don't attack. Attack the information. Don't attack the person, attack the information. That's what I like to say. The same as in here. You can have a difference of opinion. I don't care, but it's all in how you go about it. If you start attacking the person instead of the information or whatever, then that's where I've got a problem with it. You know what I mean? Attack what's come out, what's being presented, or the information. Don't attack the person. When you start getting personal, that's where I draw the line. Like, everybody has the right to believe what they want and say what they want as long as it's respectful. You can disagree, but if you start attacking somebody or being rude or nasty to the person instead of the information, then you're going to be gone, because this is a safe place for everybody. Miss Misty says, I'd love to see you and Nancy Grace together. That would be a trip, eh? Yeah, that would be a trip. I think we both got the no holes barred. You know what I mean? I say what's on my mind. You can either like it or not. You know what I mean? I'm going to say what's on my mind. Mary Michael. Hello, my love. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I almost don't want to know, Mary Michael. Well, after last week's read, that took a wrong turn. I'm hesitant to bet one, but I decided to take a chance. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I love you all. Hesitant to get, not bet. Uh-oh. Crime time with Jess. I just want Nancy Grace to berate me in her special little way just once. Oh, God. Nancy Grace. And thankfully, guess what, you guys? My neighbors got evicted. Yay. So one neighbor has been evicted in the house next door. Now, if we could only get rid of the ones across the street, in the house across the street, I'd be happy, because next door they had 12 dogs. 3 large dogs and the rest were all puppies. Every 6 months, this poor dog has a litter of puppies so they can make money. Anyway, I guess they moved in September of 2022, and they paid rent for September, October, November, and they stopped paying rent. They owe like $38,000 or $40,000 in rent, because the rent for the house next door is $2,500 a month for rent for the house. And they haven't paid rent since November of 2022. And because of all the backup in our system here in Canada, well, at least in Ontario, because of the COVID shit that happened, the tribunals, the housing tribunals that you got to go to get an eviction order, have been so backed up, you're waiting over a year. So if somebody stops paying rent, it's taking people a year to get a court date to get them evicted. So yeah, and the people that own the house next door moved to Toronto. So they've got like a rental company, I guess, that rents out the house. And they apparently really look into your finances and everything before they rent to you. Well, I don't know what they did next door, and it has been a nightmare since they moved in. Garbage everywhere, and oh my God. Now, I wish the people now across the street would get the same eviction. But anyway, yeah, like when you're in your own house, like I've got a huge house and I can't open up my windows because all you hear is the yelling and screaming and fighting over drugs and dogs barking, like 12 dogs. Like, these puppies were like 3 months old before they started getting rid of them, selling them for $1,200 a piece. They're huskies and adult dogs. And it's like, oh my God. And then the people screaming, they had like 5 or 6 adults living there. And it's like, oh my God. It was horrible. And the house, that house had just been all redone from top to bottom. New carpeting, new hardwood flooring, new appliances, new washer and dryer. All the walls and everything had been redone from top to bottom before these people rented it. And once they get in there to see it, I've seen it. because I pretended I wanted to buy a puppy just so I could see the inside for the owners. And it's disgusting. The baseboards are trashed. The walls, the corners of the walls where the dogs have been scratching and biting on the walls. The carpets have been peed and pooed on. The floors are scratched and torn up. And oh my God, they're gonna lose their shit. The backyard that they had just dug and put new sod all down before they moved in is now probably about, I don't know, 4 to 5 inches of mud. It's the screens are all ripped out on the windows. It's like, oh my God. Yes, it is me. It is me talking. But yeah, like, oh my God, Jess, I am, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be bad. Like, they're moving out on Tuesday. So I'm assuming probably Tuesday night, the rental company agent is going to go in once they're done moving out. And it's like, I'd like to be a fly on the wall. The bottom bathroom is now unusable. It's got, oh, it's destroyed. It's a brand new bathroom. It's horrible. But anyway, that's totally off topic here. Oh, there's a lot going on in the neighborhood, you guys. A lot going on in the neighborhood. I don't even know how we got on that topic. But anyway, so I've got some other stuff that is going to be coming out. The Sebastian Rogers case, you guys, it's turning into a real shit show. Like I said, I think in the last video we did, that Chris was just trying to shut Seth up, is what I think. I think Chris now knows exactly what happened. I do think Katie did something to him. I can almost guarantee you. She did something or put him out because I could see her shoving him out. You know what I mean? Now, was that on the way home from the dinner or was that from the house? I'm assuming that it was probably I'm still sticking with it was on the way home from the dinner because he has not been seen coming out of that house, right? I don't know, but I seen him being shoved out. And I'm assuming it was the car. So I don't know if she shoved him out of the car and then did something to him and left him there. Did she do it in the morning? Is that why she went on her little drive around with her car? Did she put him somewhere where he can't be found? I don't know. But I'm assuming if it was done, remember she said that when she couldn't find him in the house, she apparently got in her car. Who's to say he wasn't in her car? Nobody would have been able to see her put him in the car because the garage has a door to go inside the house. You wouldn't see anything in that car. And there was a 20-minute period, right? So did she take that 20 minutes that she said she was out driving around and go and dump him somewhere where he's not been found? I don't know. But I got the two areas. I got the church and that cell tower, that area, that forest area around either the church or that cell tower, somewhere there. Did you ever find any more info on the remains found in Tennessee a little while ago? Some of the comments speculating the Marines. No, it wasn't Summer. They did say it was a guy, I think. I remember having something sent to me for that. And it wasn't Summer. It wasn't Summer at all. That's another one that they know exactly where she is. They know exactly where she is. Parents know. So we're going to get the cards shuffled up here, you guys. And we're going to get started on the reads. We'll do a few. We'll do like 3, and then we're going to take a 5-minute break. And then maybe 4, and then we'll come back and do the other ones. Parents know, yeah, in both. In Summerwell's case and in Sebastian's case, they know. Let me get my chair pulled in here, so hopefully these don't go on the floor. I agree, they know. So I may do, I like you guys know that I've been here for a long time anyway, that I do card pulls every morning on the cases still, that on the ones who haven't been found. I do card pulls in the mornings just to see if there's maybe something different. And there is a little variation in the Sebastian Rogers case, but I didn't feel it was enough to do a full-blown read on. I didn't get a chance to pull cards on him this morning, so maybe I'll do that once I'm done my live. Maybe I'll pull some cards on him just to see. And if there is a big enough change, then I'll do an updated read. Yeah, bummer. I wish it would have been finally found. And I still say, you guys, she's down at the end of that road in that forested area, like when you go past their place. And now I guess the road continues on, but at that time, I think it was just like grass with tire tracks to get up to a different property. It's somewhere there around where those cars, those junk cars are, junkyard or whatever, junk cars. Oh. I still say she's around there. She's close. They're keeping her close. So they can check. They can keep an eye on her and check. And I think the same thing with Chris and Katie. Like, why are they gone 200 miles away? They're in another state. So if something does pop up quick, they're not going to be able to get to them very quickly. My camera, I hate it today, you guys. I'm so sorry. But I am going to order another camera. I think I'm going on my 4th camera. It's either I hit it and it gets knocked off because it's hanging off of my monitor. It comes out a bit so you guys can see the whole card field. Okay, let's see what we got going on with Des. We got the bat. There's a transition happening. We got the bat. Okay, so what's it say? You must pay attention to the signs around you. So there's going to be some signs given to you. We're going to go in for clarification, but so you must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They're only going to hinder your growth. Okay, so this is telling me that there's going to be some signs that are given to you, my girl, and you're going to have to really pay attention. There's going to be some red flags, I feel. I just got full body shivers. Is he about to do something that is going to change things up? It sounds to me like there's going to be a transition that's going to be happening for you. That may scare the you know what idea. But let's see. What is this about? What is this about? What have we got here? We've got the 7 of Cups in reverse. So this is choices being taken away from you, or lack of choices, somebody doing things and you're not going to have a choice as to what is going to happen, what is going on. So this basically is choices being taken away from you, feeling like you're trapped, like you can't make decisions about this. There's going to be some kind of missed opportunity, and there's going to be a reality check that comes in on this. But this is choices being made without your consent, and you're not going to have any choice in the matter. So I think this is something along the lines of maybe even that property. Let's get another card on this. Oh, crap. Oh, see, as soon as I took that, oh, you're only supposed to get two, but these come out, so we're going to take them. The 10 of Cups in reverse. This is a broken home. The 10 of Cups is in reverse. It's a happy home. Everybody's happy, getting along. In reverse, it's a broken home. A loss of family. This is a divorce. This also is a divorce. The 10 of Cups in reverse. The 3 of Swords. This is heartbreak and trauma. So I believe that something is going to be done. There's going to be some choices made that you're not going to have any input. You're not going to be able to have choices for yourself. These choices are going to be made for you. That's why I am thinking that the only thing that can really, to me, that pops out is something with the property, because he's the only one, you know what I mean? So I do feel like there's choices that are being taken away from you, and choices that are going to be made, whether you like it or not. And there's going to be a missed opportunity here. So there was an opportunity that, I don't know if he has given you an opportunity for something and you said, no way. I don't know. I haven't talked to my sister in a bit. So, well, mostly we talked this morning, but not in depth. So I feel like there was maybe even something that he said, okay, Des, like, we'll do this. And you said, no way. It's going to become a missed opportunity. This is a broken home. And this is also a divorce, and stability is going out the window. So things where you felt were stable. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's about the house. And this is going to be a heartbreak. This is trauma, grief, and depression. So I don't know if you're starting to let that set in. I'm out. You can always call me. Do not let the depression set in. Don't let this get you down. You still got one more. We got the King of Wands. Look at that, setting everything on fire. This is the King of Wands coming in on this. He's going to be the one that does this. Hmm. Like, he's burning his bridges. This is what he's doing. It's like, you didn't want to do what I wanted to do. Look at in the background and everything. He's burning the bridges. The Wands are some kind of action, taking action, right? And the King is about somebody in the position of authority. So he is about to take action. He's going to do this. Whether you like it or not, he is going to do what he is going to do. And I think it's with this house, because somebody is asking for loyalty here also. So this could be his new girlfriend asking for the loyalty. If you're loyal to me, I want her out. I want to get a house with you. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get his. But this is not looking good. I do think that he's going to move forward with getting rid of this house, getting rid of the property, and you're not going to have any choice in it. So I don't know if he's going to say, I offered you to buy it from me, or take it over, and you said no. Engagement ring. This is the completion also. The circle is also a completion. Something coming to a completion. I don't know why the engagement ring is there, unless it's drawing in on why this needs to happen. We'll find out when we do the next read. See, healthy choices. This, in the long run, I think you're going to be happier in the long run if this does go down, because it's going to be no more ties, no more control over you in some aspects. But I do see that there's choices that are about to be made. This is a reality check coming. This is a broken home. So that's what I think is going to happen. He's going to dispose of that property somehow. Is he going to turn around and try and say that he's coming back in? I don't know. But there's something going on with this house, and you're not going to have any choices in it. And this is heartbreak, trauma, and grief, depression, almost like depression setting in too. But I think here that this could be what you needed, for you to finally do that break away where you can finally live in peace without having him hovering over top of you. And the engagement ring, this is also a completion. When you see the circle, it's also a completion of something. But is this why this has to happen? Because he wants this with somebody else? I don't know. But I see something coming to an end here. And I do have a feeling it's with that house. So be careful of that. And it's like, right from with this transition, you got to pay attention to everything that is going on, because I do feel like you should be getting something out of that. It's going to be interesting now going into this read. Scout Inquirer, hello and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, DD. What is going? I think one flipped. Yep. Right here. The hawk. Oh, there's two. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. He's got three that come out. The hawk. It's got the hawk. It's got the ladybug. Luck. Luck is on his side, and the hedgehog with trust. Okay, so with the hawk, this talks about flying above your day-to-day thoughts and observe them from a bird's eye view. This is like watching somebody like a hawk. Detaching. Putting himself in a better position. Why is there a red mark there? See the red mark? See the red mark right there? See it? I don't know what that is. That's not on the card. That's on my camera. Anyway, that's why I said I got to change it. So ignore that red mark. The ladybug, luck's on his side. His goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways, and dreams are about to come true. So what he wants is going to happen. And the hedgehog with trust, this is a reminder that even if you feel others don't understand or get what you are doing, it's no excuse to curl up and hide. Be sure you may need a little bit of space right now, but the world needs your gifts. You're more than worthy. So he feels like he's entitled to do what he is about to do. Wow. The King of Wands. Look at that in reverse. You had that just come out in yours. Oh, boy. As I said, we're going to get more from his. Okay, so let's take them out as they came. Oh, so we've got the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, with you, King of Wands in reverse. And the World upright. So with this being said, okay, he is been watching things like a hawk. He has been taking notes. He's been watching. He's been listening. He's been questioning. He feels like right now is the time to do it. He feels that luck is on his side, and that he's got to trust that it's going to turn out the way that he wants it to turn out. The King of Wands in reverse. The king again is authority. The wands are about finally taking action with authority. He's been becoming he's going to be very temperamental. He's going to become very nasty. This is going to turn nasty. It's going to turn very nasty. And we've also got the World here. This is a successful ending for him. He's finally going to get what he wanted. And again, we got the Circle, which tells me about completion. Something finally coming to an end. Let's get a couple from here. I only take these when enough haven't come out there to give me exactly what this is about. I think I know, but I want to grab a couple more from this deck. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take them because if I don't, Mama's going to... There's the ring again. Some kind of engagement and a promise, a commitment that is coming. This is the Tower. The Tower usually talks about the home, and a position of authority, somebody in a position of authority. This is like somebody's ego. But this is like taking control over the Tower. The Tower I generally associate with the home, the family home. And this is also, the Tower is something in the position of authority. Sometimes you get the Tower when you are dealing with like a government building, like a courthouse or a police station or something like that, something in a position of authority. He has the authority to do what he wants to do, and he feels that he's got the luck on his side, and he's got to trust the process that this is what's going to happen now. And he feels like it's going to complete things. We got that also in yours. We got the ring in yours. This is some kind of promise, engagement, and also a completion. We got the completion here and completion here with the circles. This is researching things. He's looked into this. He's made sure that what he's about to do is going to hit. He's not going to take a shot and miss. He's going to take a shot and it's going to hit. The book is telling me that he has looked into this. He's done his research on it, and he knows that he can do what he is planning on doing. And yeah, he's moving on. This is moving on. This is getting out of Dodge. Moving on, packing up, moving on. So I do believe that there is a promise that's made here that things are going to be packed up. Things are going to be moving on. That's crazy. If we get the ring again here, I'm going to tell you that there's some future plans with this person in his life that he wants to move on with, and he's got to do certain things and take care of certain things with this family home, because I think he's getting a lot of pushing from her. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with her. She's in your house, and get rid of it and we're going to place together. I don't know. You really haven't told me much of what's going on. But this is what I'm getting. And I think he's made a promise to her that things are going to move forward. Let's get this. A couple from the black deck. This is the Phoenix rising again. This is him rising again. This is a new start for him. This is him rising from the ashes, like not thinking that he could achieve what he wanted to achieve, but there's going to be a transformation. We got a transformation here, and we got a transformation over here. He's not about to change his mind. He's going to rise from the ashes, and he's finally going to get what he wants. This is romance is blooming. There's a romance, and I believe that that's here with this new one he wants to move on to. I think there could even be an engagement, but I think there's also a shove from her to get rid of this property because she's not feeling content or happy with that. I think she wants him and her to get a place. But I've got a completion here, a completion here. I got this in yours too. And we know who that was regarding. So I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, sister. But I do think that there's something going on that, especially with that house, I think that he's planning on getting rid of it. And I think that even more so now, I think he's going to be pushed to do that because of his new relationship. I think there's been some promises made there. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. So, but is that going to fall through again like the last one? You know what I mean? Who knows with him? Unspoken butterfly. Let me get you written down. The black deck. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ahead of you. Unspoken butterfly. So we're going to do crime time with Jess. We'll do crime time with Jess, and then we'll do Courtney anchors, and then we'll take a little break. You're welcome. Okay. Crime time with Jess. Oh, wait a minute. I got an itch. Why do I got an itch above my eye? That one didn't flip over, so I'm believing that that was from one of the prior. That one didn't flip over in yours, Jess. It was already flipped over, so I'm not going to take it. It wasn't meant for you because it was already flipped over, and I don't want to take any cards that aren't meant for you. Uh-oh. Transformation with a snake. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got 3. I'll take all 3 for you, Jess. Oh my gosh, there's 4. I usually only take 1 from here, so we're going to just go through these quickly, okay? Sister, I agree. Okay, so there's a snake involved here. There's a transformation calling. That red thing there, see it above the snake, is bugging the hell out of me. There's a snake involved here. This could also be shedding your own skin too. This be getting out the old and bringing in the new. It depends on what comes out with it. We got the tiger with the patience. We've got the armadillo, which means protection. So there's transformation, there's protection. There's the loyalty here too with the dog. I hate this frigging camera today. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to give you an overall. There's going to be a transformation coming. So I'm trying to, with this, there's a whole bunch of things going on, Jess. Protection with the armadillo. You're entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and to create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no. So this is starting to be able to say no, which may test somebody's loyalty with you. So we know that, you know, a lot of people are besties with you when you're a yes girl, right? But the minute you start saying no to things, their loyalty towards you shifts. So I think that there's going to be a shift in somebody's loyalty to you, maybe a friend or even a family member that has, you know, usually generally been there and on your side. I feel like there's going to be some kind of shift there. And this could also be with the transformation. It's like, okay, what I put up with before, I'm not going to put up with now. I do feel that you're losing your patience with something. So there's a lot going on here. Let's see what this is about. A lot going on there. There's one. Oh, you got a few more here too. Let's take them as they come out. Okay, so we got the tiger, we got the dog, we got the protection, we got the loyalty, and you've got 3 that came out here. We're taking them in the order they came out. I do feel like somebody's loyalty towards you is going to be, there's going to be a change there. There's going to be a transformation with that. But this is about learning to say no to things. Like what you put up with in the past, you're not going to put up with now. That's what I'm getting from here. Let's see what we got here. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. So this is somebody that is overly anxious. With the King, this is about authority. So I don't know if there is a serious decision that you need to make, or there's something serious that's going on where you got to make some decisions. But there's something here that is getting you very anxious. And when you get anxious, you're going to get overly emotional. This also has to do with something about maybe coming across people that are uncaring. And it could actually be a King of Cups that's uncaring. Is there a male that you felt like in the past that maybe you could have trusted with everything and now he's kind of flipped on you? I don't know. But the Page of Pentacles, the pages bring messages, right? The pages are messengers. And the Pentacles, this is about finances and stability, making plans, seeing the potential in something, but are you really in a position to start this? Like you're concerned about it. But there's a transformation going on here. Let's see what this one is. The Magician in reverse. That's not good. Because somebody's out to trick you. This is somebody with the Magician in reverse. This is somebody that is giving you the illusion of something really good. Like, look at, we can do this, we can do that. This is just going to be a hypothetical so I can explain what I'm trying to say. It's like, Jess, come on, we can start this. Look, we got everything. It's low cost. And then when you jump into it, it's like they want all your savings. They want this, they want that. And it's not exactly what it's nothing near what they claimed it was going to be. That's like a fake illusion. So somebody's trying to trick you here. Maybe into transforming into, I think somebody's trying to get you to do something that's not going to be good for you. And this could have been somebody that was very loyal to you in the past. I think that there's somebody here that is trying to trick you, but you don't see it. You're not seeing the red flags, or you're really questioning it because they've been loyal to you for so long. I think that's where the transformation is coming with the snake. And I feel it's because this person is trying to get you to do something that you're not comfortable with, that you want time to think about. They're trying to push it, whether it be a change of residence, a new job, a relationship. I don't care what it is. There's somebody trying to push you into doing something that you're not fully comfortable with, that you want to take some time, you want to think about it. And it's going to be like, well, she's going to do that. I'm going to do something. They're going to do something behind your back. They've even probably accused you of being, you're thinking too much about it. You're getting too emotional about this. It's really not as big as what you think it is. Like, let's just do this, or you got to do this. And it's like, you got to take, if they don't like it to that, cut it off. Because I think that there's a lot of trickery that is attached to this. And that's why they don't want you thinking too long about it, because you may figure it out. And that's when the armadillo comes in. Like, you need to protect yourself. Never mind everybody else. You need to protect yourself. And you need to learn to start saying no. You got to be very careful of this here, because it could cost you big. It could cost you big. It's not everything that somebody's trying to make you think it is. Oh, it's going to be great. We're going to have so much fun. And finally, trouble's behind. No. Now, did you want the blackjack? Yes. And it's almost like with this King of Cups in reverse, it's almost like the longer you're taking to make a decision or think, the less patient this person is going to become with you, and you're going to see them for what they actually are. Because when you start saying no, you start to see people's true colors. And I think that's what's happening here. And they're giving you an illusion. Like, take your time and really think about this decision, because I think that there's things that are being hidden from you that you will find out quite quickly after you've made your decision. If you make the wrong decision, it's going to, like, if you let this person push you into making a decision that you're not ready to make yet, you will find out very quickly what the snake was doing, and the illusions that were there things aren't exactly as they seem. Yeah, see, the wedding rings is a partnership. And we've got the lightning here, making a quick decision. They're trying to get you to do this quickly for a reason. This is a sudden change, shocking news. And this is upheaval. And this is also, again, we've got the transformation. We got the transformation here. So this is going to really transform things big. You got to make sure you make the right decision here. Take your time. Don't let nobody push you. The wedding rings, this could be a union, a wedding, married, soul connection, but this is a promise. This is also something coming together. So if you make this decision too quickly, you're going to be bound to, this isn't something that you're going to get out of easily. So really take your time to think. Don't let nobody push you, especially if money's involved here, because this is, to me, the ace or the page of pentacles. This is almost like, it makes sense in my head, but it doesn't make sense on paper. But I'm willing to put all my money in the basket and try it anyway. It's not, and it's going to flop. You know what I mean? So really take your time before making these decisions, because it could come back and really bite you in the ass. Don't let nobody force you into making a quick decision, and make sure that you're well protected. That's the armadillo with the protection. Make sure you protect yourself, because there's a snake with this dog. And this is somebody that's like, why am I thinking this way? Because they've always been loyal to me. Well, sometimes people change when you start saying no to certain things, right? And the tiger, it's all about patience. If they don't have the patience for this, how could it be good? You know what I mean? Because nothing good comes easy. So be very careful. Be very careful. Be very, very, very careful. Okay, let me see. That's a crime time. I think I'll do Courtney before we take a little break, you guys. What's that say? Just she needs to mind her own business, and he's finally agreed to alimony and child support. Yeah, right? I think there's something going to happen with that house, Des. But I agree with you. I've been saying that for a long time. Crime time says, wow, I know exactly what that is. I was just talking about it last night. Be very careful, Jess, because I see somebody that is really trying to pull one over on you. Be very careful. Make sure you really think things through. Even though this person may have been loyal to you in the past, there's something there. Like somebody's eating some rotten fruit or something that's deciding, well, fuck, I can pull it over on her and then blame her for going wrong. That's what I see. It's almost like they're forcing you to make this decision and then blaming you when it goes wrong. Like, it wasn't my fault, it's you. It's like it all looks good in your head, but it doesn't look good on paper. Do it on paper. Pros and cons. Do it on paper. Courtney. Ouch, my glasses just got stuck in here. Courtney. I think there was a lot more in there, Jess. It's just in a short mini read. I couldn't go over every single point that came out. That's why I only take one from here. But you had a lot come out. I took them and just gave it an overall. But there was a lot more in there. So just be careful. Okay, Courtney, let's see what we got going on with you. And you want to hear from Mike. There we go. Endurance. We got the badger. Okay, this is the endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. This is things finally working out. Things finally coming to fruition. The things that you have wanted, that maybe you have dreamed about, prayed about. I see this as things finally paying off for you. But there may be some things that are going to be setbacks. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's see. Let's see what this one is. We got the Six of Cups in reverse. This is almost like when I'm talking about the badger with your things finally starting to go your way, you know, things that you want for your future starting to pay off and stuff like that. But there's temporary outer conditions. With the Six of Cups, I feel like you're still not letting go of the past. You're still hanging on to things that happened in the past. And I think that that is slowing you down from being able to go fully forward. It's almost like I don't want to make the same mistakes or having some kind of regret from the past. That's what the Six of Cups is in reverse. Okay. So, could this go quicker and move along faster than what it is, it probably could if you weren't still stuck on things from the past, right? This is like not being able to let go of certain things. So I don't know if you're being told you have to let go of certain things or it's you holding back. Let's get, okay, there's 2 more. There's 3 more. And that one I just threw off at the end by mistake. So, okay, so let's get this. We'll take them in the order that they came out. Okay, so what I'm saying about this here is the 6 of Cups telling me like whatever you have wanting to move on and stuff like that. Things are moving in that direction, but there's still something that's holding you back. There's temporary conditions that are holding you back from being able to go forward fully. And I feel it's because you're stuck in the past. There's things from the past that you are not able to let go. There's a lot of regret. And I think that as you're trying to move forward, it's almost like you regret not being able to do that back then, like in the past. And that has some kind of hold on you. It's like, oh my God, am I making the same mistake again? Am I doing this wrong? I wish I would have done this back then. When you are going forward and making, good choices and making some headway, it's almost like, why couldn't this have happened back then? So it's like holding on to the past, okay? Wishing things that are happening now could have happened back then because things would have been different. That's what I'm getting here. So it's almost like you're holding yourself back. Okay, and then we've got the 8 of Cups. This is an abandonment, a disappointment. See how he's walking away, saying goodbye, and kind of sad. It's almost like this could even be the stuck in the past part. Maybe reliving failed attempts at stuff, disappointments, and you're so afraid of those things happening again, so you're just not going to do it. Even though you need to go forward in this direction, I feel like because of the disappointments and feeling like even maybe abandoned in the past, failed attempts and things, maybe even people leaving you behind, it's almost like you're afraid to go forward because you're afraid of this happening again. We've got the 5 of Wands. This is suppressed emotions. This is also like a huge battle. You battle within yourself. So I do think that there's a whole bunch of opportunities for you out there, but I feel like it's almost like you're holding yourself back because of the regrets and because of the disappointments in the past and feeling abandoned and stuff like that. I don't think you're totally ready to let go of that yet. So it's slowing you down going forward, even though there's tons of opportunity there for you to go forward. We've got the Knight of Swords. I feel like there's somebody that's come into the picture here that is trying to get you to move forward, maybe even at a quicker pace than what you want to move forward at. The Knight is somebody who wants you to take action. They could even possibly be there with you, trying to help you take action. Let's move forward. This is good for you. And I believe that you even see that moving forward is probably the best for you, but I still feel like you're very much attached to the past. When something looks really good, it's almost like, well, I thought that before in the past and look at what happened. So I don't want to take that chance again. Life is about taking chances. And I think that you may miss a lot of good opportunities here if you don't let go of the past. Because I still see you holding on. It's not holding on like this anymore. You're still holding on tight to the past. And I do think that you look back on that sometimes, on the disappointments and times maybe that you were abandoned, and you're so and I get it. You just want to protect yourself, but sometimes you're being overprotective of yourself. You know how sometimes people say they overprotect their kids too much, they got to let them fall. This is the same with you. You got to let yourself at least try, because you don't know what the outcome could be. It could be something that could really help you get past all this disappointment and all this stuff from the past that's happened. It could give you a new outlook. I mean, I'm not saying you got to let go of all of this, like in your heart, but you've got to put it in its place to be able to go forward. And I feel like there's somebody here that is trying to help you move forward with that, and they're trying to nudge you a bit. At some point in time, you've got to just put that in its place. It can't be changed. It's in the past. And take more chances on the future. Be very careful about your choices that you make. But there's, I think, a point where you're being overly cautious, where opportunities are slipping away. You got to take chances, but just keep your eyes and ears open when you take these chances. Take baby steps. That's what I've got for you there. I know how hard it is sometimes to let go of the past. And I know how it affects your future. But you really got to compartmentalize that, because you can't have it taking over your future and slowing you down from being able to live life. Just keep your eyes and ears open, my dear. Watch out for the red flags, but don't let them consume you. I'm going to leave that out, but I hadn't asked yet, so I am going to get you another card. But he still feels, Mike, I can't talk today, still feels very much alive. Look at, he's reaching out to you. He's reaching out to a lot of people. He's reaching out to a lot of people. Even though he knows he's on the other side, he still feels very much alive inside and able to help and help guide. I do believe that he is a spirit guide for you. Okay, Mike, do you have a message, please, for Courtney? That one came out before I asked, so that's why I'm giving you another one. Mike, do you have a message, please, that you would like to give Courtney? Message for Courtney, please. Oh, well, he's going to give you a couple there, too. See this? He's sending you all his love. And there's a little one here, too, for somebody else. So I don't know if there is a child. Did you have a child with him? Or does he have a child that he left behind? Because this is his heart, and he's sending his love not only to you, but to a child also. But he's telling you life's a series of choices. Choose love. He wants you to have love again. He says his mind is free. So whatever was boggling his mind, I feel like there was something. This usually tells me when somebody, and I don't want to say mental health issues, but something that was very troubling in his mind around the time of his passing. He is saying that he is totally free from that now. He now understands those thoughts, and the way his mind was working is not the same as it is now. His mind is free from everything. He's thinking clearly. Okay? And he is sending you and the little one all his love. And he wants you to choose love. I do believe he's become your guardian angel too. He wants you to move on. So I don't know if was this your husband? He had brain cancer. Okay, so that's what I was seeing with the mind. He's saying that he's free of that now. He was telling me that last night. There you go. Guilty as charged. I hold on to everything. Yeah. Was this your significant other, Courtney? Because I see him telling you it's time to move on. I want you to be happy again. And he feels like this past is holding you back, not being able to let it go and move on, like almost like there's some kind of guilt or something here. So know that he is watching over you. He wants you to be happy. But like I said, keep your eyes and ears open. But I do feel like you could be missing some opportunities here because you're holding on so tight to the past. Oh, he's your dad. Okay. Oh, he wants you to move on. He wants you to move on. And he feels like you're holding on too tight to the past. So whatever is going on in your past, he feels that you're holding on too tight to. He wants you to get past that. So if you're saying with what come out in your read, you're guilty as charged, you just got it from your dad too, telling you need to move on, to go forward. So this could be your dad coming in on the mini, because this is a male Knight of Swords saying go forward. Just keep your eyes and your ears open. Don't let the past rule your future. Learn from it. I learned lessons very well. It may have taken 2-3 times doing the same thing over and over to finally learn my lesson on it, but I finally did learn, right? So Dad is constantly around you. I do think that he has become one of your guardian angels, spirit guide. He's watching over you. He still feels very much alive, and he's there for everybody. It's like he's watching over. It's like, I'm not gone. I'm still here watching. That's what I'm getting from that. You're very welcome, Courtney. Okay, so we are going to take a break, you guys. If you do want a mini read, please get it in during the break. So when we come back, we've got Minnow, Miss Misty, Nana T, Mary Michael, and Unspoken Butterfly. So if you do want a mini read, please get it in during the break. Okay? So let's take a 5-minute break, you guys, and we will be back in 5 minutes. I got to go and make a tea because this is empty. Go potty, whatever you need to do, and we'll see you back here in 5 minutes. Hello, 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 everybody. We are back. Not sure how many of you are back. Who's back? Who's back with me already? Where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Anna's still here. Okay, who do we got up next? We got Minnow. Minnow? I believe it's Minnow. Hang on, let me check here. Yes, Minnow. Minnow. Okay, let's see what we got here. There's Nina. Cat, independence. Independence. You're being encouraged to develop balance between independence and time of togetherness. This also indicates that you would be greatly benefit from a profound journey of self-discovery. Learn to enjoy time spent with yourself. A bit of independence. To me, this is usually when you go out on your own finally, or you're moving on from a codependency. Either like this would be like when a mother cat finally lets her kittens go and stuff like that. This can also be moving on to bigger and better things. This is gaining your independence, either back or for the first time. We'll see what comes out with it. But when I get this, it's almost like you can't learn by anybody else's mistakes or journeys. You got to learn by your own. And this all comes with gaining your own independence, right? Learning to do things on your own, not having to rely on others, stuff like that. Yeah. So we're going to take these out as they came. This one was last. This one, let's take the first. Okay, so we got the five of swords. This is the end, finally, of conflict. This is almost like making amends, like coming to an understanding. So I do feel like this is the cat is telling me that the time has come where you've got to either go out on your own, be on your own, or finally make your own decisions. Like not relying on anybody else, like doing things for yourself. And I think that in this journey, there may have been some conflict regarding that. Maybe a little bit of arguing back and forth, like you're not ready to go out on your own. You're not ready to do this by yourself. But I feel like the end of that conflict is coming near. I think this is like an understanding, everybody coming to an understanding. But this is about gaining your independence. And the Hierophant, this is about traditions. Like, this isn't the way we usually do things. You got to conform. This is about not conforming any longer, but by living and learning on your own. Still following family tradition, and gaining your own morals and ethics and stuff like that, and doing things that you feel are right. But doing them your way now, and doing it independent of maybe what others think. We've got the Four of Swords. This is like taking a break. This is finally healing from something, maybe even overcoming. I feel like this is all about overcoming the differences, Let's agree to disagree on certain things, but we're going to make amends, come together, and the end of that conflict. So I don't know if there was some conflict with you with, look at, I want to do this on my own. It's time for me to go out on my own. It's time for me to do this on my own. I don't need people telling me what to do anymore. I want to, live my life and go in the path that I want to go. And I feel like there was some pullback on that. Somebody or somebody's not wanting that to happen. They felt it was too soon. But I feel like it's finally going to come to an end. I feel like you're going to be able to get the independence that you want. You're going to make your own mistakes. You're going to make good decisions and bad decisions. But I feel like you're going to learn from it, and you're not going to really stray that far from the way it's been up to this point anyway. It's just you being able, I guess, open to have that choice now. You know what I mean? Like, how can I say this? Like when you live at home, you got to follow mom and dad's rules. When they say this, you can't have the car on Saturdays. You got to be in bed by midnight. Like, no, I want free from that. I want to move out on my own. And this is just a hypothetical, but this is what I'm feeling. I want my independence. I want to be able to make my own decisions and this and that. And things that used to bother you in the past about whether this be a job, about moving on, about moving out, whatever this is about this moving on and moving forward independently, I feel like you're still going to instill those same values that were there but felt like rules to you. You're still going to carry them with you. It's just now you're going to feel like you're doing it on your terms, even though you may still follow them same things, those same rules. You're going to feel like I'm doing it on my terms now. So I do feel like you're in for a lot more independence and a lot more, how can I say this? Feeling like you're doing things your way for a change and not having to feel guilty about doing that. I feel like you're going to be given more independence and more choices. But I don't think your morals, your ethics, or values are going to stray very much at all. We all grow. But I feel like you also have some things like, I could do this the way you want me to do it, but I found a way to do it easier. So I'm going to try that way. If I fail, I fail. I'll go back to your way. But I want to try this on my own. That's what I'm getting here. And I think you're going to have the chance to do that. And this is also a healing and taking a break. So rejuvenating yourself, getting your strength and your energy back to be able to go forward. I feel like your mind is going to be at rest. Like finally this conflict and disagreeing and everything is going to come to an end. I can finally rest and really think things through and make proper decisions, right? So that's what I'm getting from that. Let's get a couple more cards here. So it looks like things are looking at, yeah, see, keys on the ring. This is keys on a ring. That's having many options, okay? That's about being able to finally make your own decisions without having to answer to anybody else. Maybe even some unconventional things, but I do feel like it's coming your time to make you hold the keys now. And stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Somebody's still not going to be happy about this. So even though I think the main conflict or arguments or whatever this is about you becoming so independent, somebody is going to still stab you in the back. Somebody is still going to cause you some pain somewhere. Are they going to be jealous because you've been okay and you've done things okay and you've been able to do this on your own? And it's going to be shocking to who does this to you. So even though that these opportunities are coming your way, and I think that you're going to be okay and you're going to gain some of your independence, I feel like there's still somebody there that's going to stab you in the back. Trying to hold you back, maybe? I don't know. Treborstu. We'll see what comes out from you for you. Okay, Miss Missy is up next. That's my stomach. Ugh. Let's see what we got for you, Miss Missy. I did that, or I would have kept them out. I went to grab in my... Anyway. Miss Missy, what do we got for Miss Missy, please? Miss Missy. This hand does not want to work great today. Miss Missy, what do we got for... And it just went flying all the way over there. So let me grab it. Oh. You got the dolphin. Peace. Here we go. Peace. So it says the gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust your instincts and intuition rather than overthinking. So stop overthinking things. Trust your instincts. I got something similar to this, I think, last week. And I said the same thing I'm going to say now. Always trust your gut. Your head and your heart will still steer you wrong. Always trust your gut. So let's see what this is about. This is about striving to bring more peace into your life. Trusting your instincts and your gut feelings rather than overthinking. Here we go. Let's see what this is about. The Six of Swords. This is about healing from something slowly, and it could be trouble coming. Somebody's refusing to change. Why? You see how they're in the boat there and the rain's coming down, and it's like, if we just would have done it my way, we would have had the sun shining, because in the upright, it's a better card. But in the reverse, it's like things are not going the way they should have. This could also mean there's either going to be a really bumpy transition into things, or there's going to be some more trouble coming. I think that's why this dolphin came out with trusting your gut. You're going to really have to trust in your gut. Never mind overthinking. And that's what the dolphin is saying too. Sometimes you overthink things so much that it changes the trajectory of the way things were supposed to go. But I also feel like there's something going on here where change is needed, but somebody's refusing to change. And see, we got the Fool. This is new beginnings. I don't think somebody is on board with making certain changes that need to be made. But I do feel like you're going to have to go ahead with that anyway, whether they like it or not, because if not, there could be something worse coming. So I feel like, let me just get one from here. I feel almost like there's things that have been going on needs to be taken care of. Decisions need to be made. And I think sometimes overthinking them leads you down too many different paths that could be confusing, I guess. Let's see. And there's somebody that just does not want to change anything. They want things to stay the exact same. See? Yes, the crossroad. This is decisions and changes that have to be made. For whatever reason, whatever this is that's going on, these choices have to be made. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think you're getting some pushback as to, okay, I can deal with that being changed, but I'm not dealing with this being changed. So I do feel that there's maybe some arguing or disagreements going on about these changes that need to happen. Because I feel like if these changes aren't dealt with now, if things aren't dealt with now, it could cause more trouble down the road. And this is multiple choices. And making a decision. You come to a crossroad. You have to decide now. There's a snake. There's a snake involved in this that's being very deceptive. This could be the trouble that comes if the decision isn't made now. This could be the trouble that's coming, is this snake. And this person is very untrustworthy. And look at the star. This is the hopes and the dreams. So I feel like there's no more putting this off. There has to be a decision made now. Because if not, it's just going to make the situation worse than what it is. So you may not be able to agree on everything that needs to be agreed on, but you're going to have to do it anyway and trust what's in your gut. I don't like when the snake comes out because this is a lot of deception. This is about somebody who can't be trusted. And multiple choices that are going to lead to new beginnings. Everything that you wanted with the star, but you got to watch out for the snake, and that comes with the Six of Swords in reverse too, that trouble could be coming if you don't make this decision now. It could lead to bigger troubles down the road. So let me say, hypothetically, what I'm trying to get at, hypothetically, you know, when you see like a little drip in your roof starting, and it's like, for now, I'll just put it under a bucket. We're not getting any rain for the next 10 months anyway. So I'll just put a bucket there for now, and we'll fix it later down the line. Come later down the line, that little drip is now a huge hole. That's the concept that I'm trying to say here. You've got to make a decision, even though it's not a decision you may want to make right now, because there's still maybe so much controversy around the issue. You've got to make the decision now and stick to it, because if not, it's going to allow this in, the snake, to become a bigger problem a little further down the road. The more you sweep it under the rug or just put Band-Aids on it, it's going to become bigger down the road. Don't let anybody fool you into thinking something that's not the way that it actually is. And that's where we got the crosswords and the star. Do what's best for your future, for your hopes, for your dreams, regardless of if somebody's going to be upset about it. They'll be upset about it for a while, but it will pass. But not making a decision is going to make it worse down the road. And that's what I'm saying. This decision has to be made now. Trust your gut. Never mind your heart and your head or somebody, I don't want that. I don't want, no, you got to make the decision. Because if not, it's going to become a bigger problem. Let's see what else we can get here. There's one. Not today. See? Not today. Not dealing with something and putting it off is going to cause bigger problems down the road. This is also about no, not today. Boundaries being set. So I think you're going to have to set some boundaries with this too. And somebody is still going to be upset about it. But in the long run, it's going to be for the best. Sword in the rose. See? Sword in the rose. Slay that snake. The sword in the rose. It's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. But you're going to get some clarity, some truth. This is about protection also. You got to protect your best interests and your hopes and your dreams. But set some boundaries here, and some people may not like the decisions that you have to make, but you have to make them for a reason. And I feel down the road, it'll be forgiven and forgotten. And you know, whoever this is that's going to be upset by the choice you make, I think they will come around and understand that this was for the best. But don't let nobody pressure you, and set firm boundaries. And don't let nobody cross those boundaries. Because there is a snake here just waiting to come in and cause some more trouble for you. Don't let that happen. And you can do that by setting clear boundaries and sticking to your guns. And even though sometimes we may want to change our minds because, you know, it hurts our heart, or we don't like seeing others around us upset, you got to stick to your guns, because it's the right decisions to make when it comes from your gut. You know, in your gut. Yeah, I haven't seen Marie either. Okay, so this one is for Nana T. Let's see what we got for you, Nana T. And these aren't read in reverse, so... Oh, you got two that came out. Turtle, calm. When I see this, it's like slow and steady wins the race. And then we got the hippopotamus, which is exploration. So to me, I'll read what it says, but I take my own from this. Sorry. So the turtle, to me, it's slow and steady it wins the race. That's what comes to me when I see the turtle. The turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it, determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. Well, that pretty much says what I just said, slow and steady. So I feel like things aren't happening as fast as you want them to happen, or you want to jump into something quicker than what you should be. The hippopotamus exploration. If you become bored with your life, um, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making different connections. Okay. So to me, this is about slowing things down. Um, maybe even looking into things. Let's see what comes out, because sometimes with the turtle too, it's like things have slowed down for a reason. There's always a reason. If there comes a lull, there's a reason for it, right? Like if you're buying a house and all of a sudden it's like, okay, well now they're not sure if they want to accept our offer. And things like that, I believe, happen for a reason. Maybe there's something seriously wrong with that house. And that's why you're not going to get it. That's why you're going to become overwhelmed and say, you know what, just forget it. I'm going to look somewhere else. Or they decide, no, we're not going to sell it now. It's a blessing in disguise. So that's like, I get that kind of feeling. Slow down. Slow and steady wins the race. If things aren't happening as fast as you want them to happen, there's generally a good reason. Okay. And we got the Emperor. This is coldness. This is immaturity. The Emperor in reverse. I'll show you them. The Emperor in reverse. This is immaturity. And again, that is tied in with making unwise decisions and stuff, because you don't have the maturity yet. So is this a child we're talking about? Is there somebody around you that is young and making poor decisions, jumping into things too quickly? Or is this something you've been questioning? You got a couple more here. We'll take these. Okay, so we got the Page of Pentacles. This is either a lost job, of some kind of financial loss. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is also, the page is also a messenger. So they're bringing you a message regarding this financial loss, or somebody being very lazy, right? So what am I getting here? I've got, you got to slow down. Slow and steady wins a race. There's better solutions. Hang on just a second. Yeah, I will. Okay, thank you. Okay, where was I? Slow and steady wins the race. Like finding not just a solution to something for today, but something long lasting. So let's slow it down. Let's explore a little bit more with the hippopotamus. Let's look into everything, because I feel like jumping into things too quick, you miss things. Like say you're doing a project, and again, this is just a hypothetical so you can understand what I'm trying to say. And you're reading the instructions to do something. Oh, we'll just skip that. And then you get it together and it's not right. It's because you skipped those instructions back here, right? So it's like slowing down, really looking into things, making sure that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, looking into information even that you may be given. Not just not paying attention to any red flags that may come up. And red flags may be, you know what? I'm buying a new car and it's just a little bit too many more miles for me than what I wanted. Don't get it. Wait. And it's not overlooking even the small details. Take your time and look into it. And I feel like, I don't know if you are trying to help somebody or involved with somebody who is younger, because with the Emperor in reverse, this is somebody who's a little less mature, so a little on the immature side. Maybe makes decisions or does things without thinking through or thinking about consequences. Like for every action, there's an equal reaction. So this is somebody that doesn't think things through too clearly, that you may have to get onto and calm them down, like slow them down, pull them back. No, it's not time for this. Like really think about this. Because if not, I see a financial loss here of some kind. We also got the Three of Cups. This is like friendships. Like, look at everybody having a great old time. This is friendship. This is joy. This is celebrations. This is everybody having just a grand old time and dancing. And, the sun is out and we're living our best life. But I don't think they're looking at the consequences for maybe the actions that they're doing. Although things may be all fun and games right now, but the long term, they're not looking at the long term effects of what is going on. So the way I take this is maybe decisions and things that they're doing, they're not thinking long term. They're thinking just in the moment, which could lead to a financial disaster. So you got to really start slowing down or slowing this person down, making them take the time to think long term instead of just for today. Any new purchases, stuff like that, look into it beforehand, because you don't want to get something, think that you're getting one thing and you actually get another. You got to really slow down, stop living in the moment, and start thinking longer term. And like I said, because for every action, there's an equal reaction, right? Let's see what else we can get here. Because I'm seeing also a financial loss here if things don't slow down. See, the clock needs time. Take time. This is about slowing down and taking time, looking back. You don't want to have to look back in 6 months from now and say, oh God, I wish I didn't do that. Passion. This is like liking each other equally and having fun. You got to slow this down. It's great to have the fun and the parties and the dancing and the get together. And like, it's like, oh my God, okay, well, I can't really afford it, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's going to be fun. Down the line, it's going to cause some problems. And I think it's going to be financial. So you really do have to slow down with this, or whoever this person is that you are close to, you have to slow this down, because it could turn into some financial problems. It's all good and fine to have fun, but you really got to think about things long term. Slow it down. Start making some better decisions after they've been thought about. Not think about it later and then, now how am I going to fix it? Because that's what I see going on. I do see that it's going to run into some severe financial problems if it's not changed. So if this is somebody very close to you, whatever, it's got to be taken into account. Your loved ones are giving you this message for a reason, because they see what's going to happen. That was for you, Nana. Unspoken butterfly. Okay, so you want the Talking to Heaven card instead of the black deck from Randy. Okay, I've changed that for you, Unspoken Butterfly. Mary Michael, yeah, I've got a huge list that I'm trying to get through. And to be totally honest with you, email me, okay? Email me, Mary Michael. Because I do. I have a huge list, but I want you to email me. Because there's some things I want to say that I don't want to say on here. So email me, please. You're very welcome. Trebarstu says this is Robert. Okay, I will write your name down, Robert. And I will say Robert instead of Treborstu. Thank you for that. And welcome, Robert. So Unspoken Butterfly, I got you changed for Randy. So we got Mary Michael up next. Okay, give me Hang on just a second. Okay, just give me a couple minutes, you guys. I got to go upstairs into my other office upstairs and just grab something real quick. I thought I had it here in my desk drawer, but I don't. So just give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. I just get my chair organized here again. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to grab something. Okay. Where'd my coffee go? Oh. All right. Mary Michael. Crazy Graham. Hello. Okay, let me just take off my sweater, you guys, because I just ran upstairs. Well, run to me is walking quickly. And now I'm hot. It's really warm here today, so 22 degrees, you guys, outside right now. I should be outside. So I think after the reads, I'm going to go outside for a bit and I'll look up some things that I'm supposed to be looking up outside. Crazy Graham. I will put you in, Crazy Graham. I had quit taking them, but I will put you in because you are my regular. Then I love you. But I'm not taking any more today, you guys. Okay. I got you on the list, so Crazy Graham. Okay, Mary Michael. Let's see. If you can just grab my... Oh, hang on a sec, you guys. Grab... It's nice and warm. I get him to bring down my laptop for me so I can take it outside after this. And hey, Mitch. Oh, I hope you feel better, my love. Sending you warm, big hearts and hugs, and I hope you feel better soon. Mary Michael, a hawk. Somebody watching something like a hawk, or you need to start looking at things. And the dragonfly, adaptability. So we got the hawk and we got the dragonfly. Both air is reasoning and logic. Air signs. Fly above your day-to-day thoughts and observe them from a bird's eye view. So you need to start paying attention and watching out for things. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. So things are about to change. Well, that would be nice, Mary Michael, don't you think? come out as they came. Mary Michael says, Willow, will do. Just got your email from your website when you were doing that last read. Fastening my seatbelt for my read. Suspense. I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm staying calm. Gulp. Uh-oh. You just got an email from my website. Did you reply to it, Mary Michael? Did you put in a request for a read already, Mary Michael? And you got a reply? I'm waiting to see what Mary Michael says. I'm waiting for your reply, Mary Michael. Okay, so let's go on with your read while you're doing that. Okay, so needing to watch things carefully and being able to adapt because there's some kind of change coming. Oh boy, we got the Five of Wands. This is, well, actually, it's not too bad for the Five of Wands here. This is almost like a resolution to something that's been going on for a long time. It's almost like I'm tired of fighting. I can't do this no more. I'm just going to walk away from it. So this is walking away from a battle. This is walking away from something that's been going on for a long time. This is coming to some kind of resolution. And then we've got the Eight of Cups. And don't forget the Wands. The Wands are about creating something or taking action against something. And I feel like it's almost like it's time to just walk away. No more energy to put into this. We got the Eight of Cups in reverse too. This is about not being able to let go. This is not being able to let go about something and being stubborn. So I think it's like, you know that it's time to walk away from this, but you're too stubborn to do that. It's like, I'm not going to let them win. And there goes a motorcycle by. But the Four of Cups, this is an offering. Somebody is offering you something and you see there, you're still not very happy about it. Look at this. And somebody's like, aha, look at what I got and you didn't get. It's almost like somebody dangling a carrot in front of your face. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, as much, Mary Michael, what are you doing? Because I see here that you know that you should be walking away, but at the same aspect, you know you should walk away, but you don't want to because you're afraid you're going to miss something. I'm not going to let it go. I may miss what's going on. If I get out of the loop on this, then I'm not going to know everything that's been going on. So it's almost like you're your own worst enemy sometimes, because even though you know that just stop the battling, like I've had enough of it, you still can't walk away from it because you're almost, number one, you're too stubborn to walk away. And number two, it's almost like, well, then I'm not going to know everything that's going on and being said. So I'm not going to walk away. And it's almost like here, and somebody knows that. So that's why they keep instigating you. It's almost like, I know I got to walk away from this. It's not good for me, but I can't walk away from it because then I don't know what's going on in this battle. And I don't want to be left out on anything. I can't let it go. I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to stick to my guns, but I'm going to try and walk away from it. But then as soon as somebody says something, you're right back in the mix again. Michael, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Give me this. What are you doing? It's almost like you want out of the battle because you're sick and tired of it not going a certain way. But then as soon as you start walking away, you walk right back. And by the way, it's like, I'm done with this conversation, and you start walking away, and then you turn around. Oh, and by the way, it's like a circle. It keeps going, because then when you do stay away for a day or so, somebody says something that draws you right back into it. That's what I'm seeing here. Oh, girl. See, look at the Tower. And I think it's causing problems even at home. It's like you feel like if you walk away, you're going to be isolated from everything. Okay, well, now I'm not going to know everything that's going on and who's saying what. So even though I want to walk away and I don't want to deal with it no more, I can't walk away because then I'm not going to know. And the coffin, see? You feel like you're going to lose out on something if you walk away from it, but you want to walk away from it. And even when you do, so all it takes is somebody saying one little thing that pisses you off and you're drawn right back into this battle again. Like, you got to be careful here because this is going to cause some physical illnesses for you. It's like, come here, go away. Come here, go away. I don't want to talk to you. Okay, but what'd you say? You know what I mean? I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm not listening. I'm walking away. What? What'd you just say? And you're right back in it again. And they know it. And these people know how they can draw you right back in. I feel there's 3 of them. Just say this. Watch what she does. Just say this. Mary Michael. Please don't fall on the floor. Thank you. A love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So it's almost like, or somebody calls you and tells you, oh, you haven't been involved in this argument and that for a while, but guess who said what about you? And it draws you right back in. Did you know somebody said this? So-and-so said that. Oh, hell no. And over you go. There you go. Stomping right over there to confront it. Or picking up the phone and confronting that. Oh. Well, the home is isolation too. This is loneliness and isolation too. But I feel like that's why you keep drawing yourself back into this bullshit over here, is because you feel like, okay, well, now what am I going to do? Because now I don't got to deal with this on a daily. What am I going to do? And even when you do take a break from it, somebody draws you back in. I'm only telling you this because I love you. And it's almost like, even though you want the shit to end, when you do walk away from it, it's brought back to you. And this is isolation and loneliness also with the Tower. It's almost like, well, now, now what am I going to do? Because most of your time was taken up battling this, that when you do have some calmness, you don't know what to do yourself. And the first time somebody calls you and says something, it draws you. They said, what? Wow, here I go. I'm going right back into this. Look at walking like, I'm saying goodbye. But as soon as somebody says something, I'm walking right back to it. Like, what'd you say? How dare you? And then the cycle starts all over again. But it's going to start causing you some physical illness. I'm not saying death, but I'm saying it's going to start affecting you physically. It's going to start affecting your home life physically. Until you finally close the book and find better things to do with your time. Don't let nobody keep drawing you back into this garbage, because it's going to be a never-ending cycle. And it's just like you finally get away from it for a bit and you're dragged right back in, and you don't walk back, you run back. You said what to me? What'd you say about me? What? That's not right. You can't control what others are going to say and do. And I'm trying not to laugh, but I see you. Like, I'm seeing you visually. Like, if I seen you walking towards me like that, I'd be running for the hills. Oh no, I really pissed her off this time. I'm out of here. Get me a flight on the next jet. Oh. But there are some changes coming. But you got to take the good changes and let the bad ones go. I'll see what you said. Mary Michael, the good changes are always welcome. Which way to the lottery ticket machine? I don't think it's that good yet. Got your email address from your website. My email address is above and beyond ancestor at outlook.com. Not readings. Don't put readings in there. Just above and beyond ancestor at outlook.com. I don't know what website you're talking about. I don't have a website. I have YouTube and I have Twitter. Cars looks like a fight in school cafeteria. Oh, well, being my own worst enemy has been known to happen. So-called family invited me to a party next weekend, and I said, no, can't come. I bet you any money you end up going. Just because you have FOMO, the fear of missing out. You're going to end up going. You watch. You're going to end up going. Being isolated from my relatives is a good thing. All the good ones are gone. A tick bit my butt on Friday, and I have to wait until Monday to go to the dermatologist for the billing. Uh-oh. Something is wrong with this read. I'm known for once I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. I don't know about that, Mary Michael, because this is an ongoing battle, and it came out again. It's been an ongoing battle. See what I mean? This has been an ongoing battle that even though you've tried to distance yourself from it, you keep being drawn back in. Somebody says or does something and it draws you right back in. I'm not saying like once you're done with a certain person, you're not done, but I'm saying on a whole, this battle that's going on. I got it from YouTube. It's all rock and roll to me. Okay. Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel, my email address. So if that's the one that you got from my YouTube channel, that's the good one. Okay, unspoken butterfly. Let's see what we got for you. But I bet you end up going to that party, Mary Michael. I bet you do. Now watch, you're not going to go. I shouldn't have said nothing. Okay, the ant, perseverance, and the dolphin, peace. Unspoken butterfly. So this is a message of patience with the ant. Whatever is going on right now, you can't be so you cannot be so impetuous by pacing yourself. The end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. So is this something you have a hard time doing, accepting help from others? And then the dolphin. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everything, in everyone, and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust your instincts and intuition. So again, perseverance and trusting your instincts. Let's see what this is about. Whoa, it didn't fall. So I just did 1,000 steps. Okay, I got one over here too. So we got the 10 of Pentacles, financial collapse or a financial challenge, and this is also a family feud. So is there a feud? Is there something going on over money? The 3 of Swords, tough decisions. Okay, so with the ant, this is perseverance. This is preserving yourself. This is slowing down, making sure things are doing right by you. Why is it right by you? I feel almost like with the I can't say it. Preservation. Persevere. Oh my God. Here we go. This perseverance. This is like slowing down, taking your time doing things, and really making sure that your things, whether they be material, family, friends, your home, the things that you need in life are preserved, are taken care of, are protected. That's what I'm seeing all kinds of shit. It's almost like you're trying to keep things on a stable ground, but there's somebody that is coming in trying to take that from you. So I don't know if that's your stability in life overall. Somebody's messing with that, because I feel like you're being put in the middle of something. I feel like you're not getting the whole truth from somebody, and it could be putting your stability in danger. Take another card right from the middle. Justice. There's so much going on here with so little cards. It's unreal, because I feel like there's a lot of decisions that got to be made, but I got to keep a hold of what I've got. But people are pulling you in all kinds of directions, and it feels like you're stuck in the middle of this. Like, which way do I go? What do I do? Who do I trust? Who do I not trust? Should I do this? Shouldn't I do that? Should I move on? Should I stay? Should I go? It's like there's a whole and different things with different people going on. And it's like you're the monkey in the middle. So it's like, if I do this to be happy here, it's going to make me unhappy over here. If I do this for this one, it's going to make this one pissed off. I'm going to lose this if I choose this. I'm going to lose this if I choose. It's just like a whole bunch of different things going on all at once. And this is more about whatever all of this, and I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's a series of events that have happened over the last, I would say, couple months. That it's just as you start figuring out one thing, something else happens. And now you got to figure out that along with that. But if you do this wrong, then it's going to affect this. And if you do this down here wrong, it's going to affect both of those things. It's like you're stuck in the middle and you're just going in a constant circle. I think there's going to be a lot of tough decisions that you're going to have to make. And you see him with the two swords. When I get twos, it tells me about something is not in balance, and you're being blinded to the truth with this also. So somebody is not telling you the truth about something, or you're being blinded by it because you've just got so much other things that you're trying to deal with at the same time. I think you're going to have to prioritize things. We've also got the Justice card, and we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is a loss in reverse. This is financial instability in reverse, or a financial collapse. And I feel like justice isn't being served. So I don't know if things can be taken from you. You're about to lose. I know that you're not getting the truth with something. And it's almost like you've got to juggle so many things at once, because if you do something wrong here, it could affect something over here. And you're kind of stuck in the middle, and people are pulling you in different directions. We got the Justice here. You see, bringing things into balance here. And the twos are always about bringing stuff into balance. And it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So what you need to do here is slow things down, really think over these different decisions you've got to make, or different outcomes. Because I almost feel like one decision made could affect several things. This decision could affect several other things. And trying to find somewhere in the middle to try and keep everything balanced. And it's going to be pretty hard to do because I feel like there's somebody pulling you in a certain direction. And I think it's very self-serving on their part. The justice also talks about there could be some legal ratifications if you don't make the right choices, or you're trying to make the right choices within this legal issue that's going on. It's one of the two. It's either a wrong decision could cause legal issues, or you're trying to, it's all centered around something, some legal issues, or that something that should be that isn't. Like, I shouldn't have to work this hard for the outcome that I was promised. And I don't know why that just came across, but it's almost like this wasn't supposed to be this difficult, and it is. And now it could have all these ramifications. It could lead to some legal issues. It could lead to some financial issues or total collapse in finances. But if I stay there, it's not balancing something else. If I take care of, so I don't have legal and financial issues, I'm not going to be happy in that situation, or it's not going to be the outcome that I wanted. And it's almost like you're damned if you do and you damned if you don't. You have to find a middle. And you're going to really have to, I think, you have to talk to an outsider, because I think you're being giving some wrong information. And if trust your gut, number one, trust your gut, because I really do believe somebody is giving you some wrong information. I've got here where you're being blinded, and I've got the justice to the truth, being blinded to the truth. This is also blind to the truth. This is seeking truth. And you're being blinded to it. And it's the two. You see the balance. This is all about balance. I don't think somebody's being honest with you. And I think you may be about to make a really bad decision. If your gut is saying something's not right, I'm telling you something is not right with this. Even though financially it may make sense, I think it's going to go in the opposite direction. So if this is a financial decision that you're about to make, be very careful, because I think it could lead to some financial difficulties, like huge financial difficulties. It may not be the best decision to make right now, but I feel keeping yourself out of trouble and being able to survive is more important than maybe emotions and stuff like that, or materialistic things. I think those can be dealt with later. Right now is getting yourself on a stability financially without getting yourself into more trouble or any trouble. Because I feel like there's something that has happened and it didn't go the way it was supposed to. So I don't know if somebody's trying to put something on you or blame you for it, and then trying to make you make a quick decision based on what they're saying, but they're not telling you the truth. So you're going to have to really look into this. There's somebody messing with you here, and it could have some financial and legal repercussions if not dealt with properly. Take your time and trust your instincts. If something is too good to be true, it's because it is. If something isn't sitting right in your gut, it's because it's not right. Randy, do you please have a message for Unspoken Butterfly? Oh, you got two. I'll take the first one out with this behind. My mind is free. So whatever it was that was upsetting him, I feel like before his passing, he had a lot of things that were not only on his mind, but that he feels that there was unfinished business, is what I'm saying. There was things that he wanted to take care of that he didn't get the chance to take care of, but he's saying that it's no longer an issue for him. His mind is free. This also tells me sometimes something with the head. Either, you know, I get this sometimes with people who have some mental health issues, something going on with the head, that they're not thinking clearly, that, they're embellishing in alcohol or stuff like that, that keeps their mind all jumbled. He's saying that his mind is free from all that now and that he's thinking clearly. I had to leave that way. Okay, so when I get this is almost like he's not taking full responsibility for his passing, but what he's saying is, if I had have done what I should have done or what I was told to done, it wouldn't have happened. He takes some kind of responsibility for his passing. And he's letting you know that, I don't know if there was maybe family or friends that we could have done something more to save him. He's saying, no, it had to be done the way it was done. It was best for everybody that way. But this is also taking some kind of responsibility for his passing. When I get this card, that's what it's telling me. So he doesn't want you to feel any guilt. It was for the best that it happened the way that it did. Oh, this one was, I haven't had one like this where I've got so many different things going on. Oh, wow, today has just been really weird. It's been a weird day. Because I think that's even the second time I got something like that today. Okay, so Robert wants the black deck. Okay, Robert. Robert. Let's see what we got for you. That was me. That was me. That's the hand cramping up again. You see, look at how red it's gone. See, look at this now. How bad it is, and it all goes red down here. That's them tendon things or whatever. And it cramps up my hand. It's bad when you're eating something like a bun or something and your hand goes like this on its own. It squishes everything and you get it under your nail. It's horrible. I refuse to go and get it fixed yet because it's not as bad as I've seen some people. Okay, Robert, let's see what's going on. Let's see what your loved ones have to share with you. Did one flip over there? No. I'm not wanting to flip, so I'm going to take it. I'm not taking those two. Okay, we got two. Sheep. This is an innocence thing. When I get the sheep, it's almost like I don't follow the crowd. The coyote is playfulness. I need a sip of my coffee here. I don't know why my throat just went dry, like dry. Sheep, the innocent. You're encouraged to reconnect with your inner child in order to become more spontaneous and playful. Consider what life has to offer with a greater sense of wonder. Take some time this week to get in touch with the innocence and vulnerability within you. To me, this is more about not following the crowd. I do read what's on the card, but what I am getting from this is not following what's everybody else is doing. And this is also something about somebody's innocence. Coyote, the playfulness. And we got it over here too. Become more playful. And this coyote stands for playfulness. This is a reminder not to take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. So with the innocent, has there been something on your mind recently about somebody's innocence? Let's see what we get from it. That's what I'm getting from it, and it's not following the crowd. I don't care what others are doing. I'm not doing that. I'm not a sheep. I don't follow the herd. I decide on my own. So that's what I get from the sheep. And it's also for innocence. And I got here something on your mind lately about something about innocence. So let's see what that is about. That flipped. We did get one that flipped. The Eight of Pentacles. A lack of focus. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse is a lack of focus and mistakes being made because you weren't focusing. This is also about working too much, being away too much for money. Oh my gosh, you got a lot coming out. Oh. Okay, we're going to take them in the order that they came out. Okay, so what I got here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is working too hard for money. And we got to keep this in mind. This is something about innocence, not following the crowd, and with the Coyote about a reminder not to take things too seriously. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is a lack of focus, and this is overworking yourself to make money. So is this taking you away from home to make more money and not focusing on other things? The Eight of Swords, this is a freedom and release. Being blinded by the truth, the blinder finally coming off and seeing things for what they are. Facing your fears and having information so you can make a decision. Because in the upright, you're blinded, but now the blindfolds come off. And the swords are usually not good in this situation because there was no reason for this. It's almost like, why am I making more money when it's being spent this way? Or why am I putting so much time and energy into bettering things when this is happening? I don't know. The Ace of Swords, this is miscommunication, destruction, poor judgment. Somebody's making some poor judgments with the Ace. The Ace is in the upright. It's like there's a lot of potential in this. In the reverse, it's like miscommunication. This is a destruction. Somebody making poor decisions. And then we also got the Sun in reverse. In the Sun upper right is like happiness, joy, things finally going your way. This is negativity. There's a lot of negativity around here. It's almost like when I get here, somebody's making some bad decisions. I feel like if you haven't found something out, you're going to find out some stuff that isn't going to be too good. So somebody isn't as innocent as what they are claiming to be. This is somebody saying they're innocent. We're just playing around. But here is telling me that you are finally going to find out the blindfold is going to come off. The swords are almost like a stab in the back. And something that you were fearful of. Finally finding out that you had reason to be fearful of it. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is why am I working so hard? I'm doing this to make almost more money. And the focus is on that instead of something else that may have been going on that you missed. The Ace of Swords is a stab in the back. This is a lot of miscommunication, destruction, somebody making some poor judgments. And the Sun in reverse is negativity. This is all negativity. This is sadness. So whatever is happening here that you're going to find out is going to bring some sadness to you. And you're going to find that somebody has stabbed you in the back. And you wanted the butt. Okay, somebody's stabbing you in the back. Somebody's not being truthful with you. And you're doing this. You're doing something here. And I feel it's working more to make things better. But while you are away doing that, there's some other things that are going on that... somebody's not so innocent here. Let's see. Self-indulgence. Somebody is going outside of this. This is usually somebody focusing only on themselves. Not caring how it affects somebody else. Self-indulgence. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness. There's an attraction. Somebody's self-indulging in some kind of love attraction. I'll take one more. So this could be somebody that's only with you for your money. I'm going to take the top one. Because that, yeah, replaying things over and over. They've done this before too. So this is almost like, to me, somebody, they're in love with themselves. There's a love interest here, but I feel like with these cards here, it's telling me about it's more about the money. You've been blinded by the truth, but the truth is going to finally come out. The blindfold's finally going to come off, because in the upright, this is you being blinded by the truth. The blindfold's about to come off, and you're going to be shown the truth. This is somebody's not so innocent as they claim to be. It's all about playfulness. Oh, I'm just playing around. So I feel like somebody's about to stab you in the back, and you're going to see somebody's true colors. They're more about themselves than they are anything else. And there could be a reason for that. Could be the money. Don't give anybody money. Don't spend all your money on certain people, because I feel like they could be using you for that purpose. Crazy Graham. Somebody's not as innocent as they're claiming to be. I'm telling you that. Crazy Graham, what do we got for you? You're very welcome, Robert. You're about to find out some truths, so be prepared. Crazy Graham, what do we got? We got the new beginnings for Crazy Graham. New beginnings, the Scorpion. But watch, because you know what the Scorpion does, right? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. We're going to get some clarification. But Scorpion, you're invited to instigate change, but you're also being warned that this transformation may be radical. Get rid of everything in your current life that can prevent you from improving. This usually means people that are trying to hold you back, people that aren't good for you, the people that have stabbed you in the back over and over, people that have stole from you, lied to you, cheated, stuff like that. That's time to get rid of those people. But there's a new beginning happening. There's something new about to happen here for you, Crazy Graham. Let's see what that is. There's two. The Chariot. The Chariot is usually good, whether it's up or down. It is in reverse here. Okay, so we got the Chariot. This is having self-doubt. You've got to, even though I feel, and there's another one here too, even though you may feel sometimes that you don't have, hang on, give me 1 second. I'm just choking. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm all right. Okay. So new beginnings about to happen. And even though you have some self-doubt, I feel like the reason why you're not going full force ahead is because there's aspects of this that you feel you can't control. So like almost like the unknown. With the Scorpion too, with these new beginnings, I know the card says that get rid of everything in your current life that can prevent you from improving. So it says that right here, that can prevent you from improving based on this principle. So it's almost like if you don't need it, get rid of it. And that's people, things, obstacles. If it's not in your life for a purpose and making things better, it's time to move on from it. I shouldn't be speaking about this, but this is not a read on me because I have trouble letting go of things. I hang on to everything. It's time to clean the closets out. Because there's new beginnings here coming. Let's see what they are. The moon. The moon. So The moon, I don't like that the moon come out, because the moon to me is the fear of letting go in reverse. In the upright, there's a lot of deception and stuff like that, and lies and infidelities and stuff. But this is in the reverse. Okay, so the moon in reverse, it's almost like there's a lot of confusion going on, maybe a lot of changes happening that you're not so sure of. And I feel like there's a little bit of fear there. And you don't know if you're going to be as happy with these changes as you are now, because I do feel like there's some new beginnings about to happen, whether this be a change of residence or an overall change in atmosphere, like getting rid of the old and bringing in the new, letting go of things that maybe depress you or remind you of depressing things or hold you to something. It's like you got to let it go. But I also feel that there's a lot of fear with you in doing so. I feel like certain things bring you comfort. And so letting go of them, or security. And it's almost like, if I let go of that, where's the security go? Does the security go with it? No. There's other things that are coming in here to make you feel more secure and happy. But I feel like you got to let go of the self-doubt. And don't let people get aggressive with you. Like, take your time with this, because change, I know for me, I don't like change. And I feel with you, like sometimes with change it brings on a lot of anxiety and self doubt and stuff like that. And it's okay to have a healthy amount of that. But I do feel like you got to let some of the fear go and go forward with this, because I feel like this is going to be good for you. It's going to be really good for you. Um, and it may even bring some more security than what you already have. So that's what I'm feeling with that. Sometimes it's hard to let go of things that you trust to bring in new things or new people, but I feel like this is going to be a good change for you. Donnie, do you have a message, please? Have no more earthly worries. So if you were worrying about how Donnie was doing on the other side, look at the sun. Warm new beginnings. Okay, so he has no more earthly worries on the other side. Anything that worried him, stressed him, gave him worry or sadness here in the physical world, that's no more on the other side. He's letting you know he's okay. My death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. So I don't know if you were holding on to guilt, feeling that maybe you could have said or done something different. He doesn't want you to worry about that. Also, whatever this is that you are holding on to, feeling guilty about, he wants you to let that go. He says there's nothing that he would have wanted to done differently. So any guilt that you are holding on to, and that's a big one, he's repeating it. Tell her, stop feeling guilty about whatever this is. This could have been an argument you had with him months before he passed that was never resolved or something. Whatever this guilt is that you're holding on to, he wants you to let it go. Okay? He wants you to be healthy and happy. And he doesn't want you to worry about him. He's good on the other side. He has no more worries. Okay? So whatever stressed him out, worried him down here in the physical world, it's not affecting him anymore over there. And he doesn't want you to worry about it either. Okay? He's doing okay. So that is for you. Okay, so that is the end of our reads today. Mary Michael. Willow, have a great week, and thanks for the wild, crazy read. It's always wild and crazy. Hey? Guess someday I will get a really good one. Just have to keep trying. Things will change eventually, Mary Michael. Things will change eventually. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later for you. You gotta stop letting people take advantage of you. That's for one thing's for sure. And I know you're a strong person, but people know what buttons to push with you. And that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, I'm going to close it up. I've got a few other things that I want to do, a few other things I want to look into and see if we need to do another live on all this stuff that's going on with Sebastian, all these things that are coming out, the private investigator. I want to go over some of that, so I want to give myself a little bit of time to do that. Willow, did you see the realtor witness? Yes, I seen part of it. I was like, oh, well, John Pryor walked right into that one, right? Mary Michael says, okay, Mitch, I hope you're feeling better really fast. Shake off whatever germs are knocking at your door and have a great week. Yes, I second that, Mary Michael. I second that. Yeah, I seen that when he said, well, you should know, you own it. Oops. And you seen the one lawyer, the blonde prosecutor, like she was looking down at her computer and she jumped up like, oop, uh-oh. I laughed so hard. But John Pryor opened that door. So I am going to try. Do you guys want me to maybe do a day of covering, of just letting it run on the channel? Do you guys want me to do that? Maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week, just putting it up on the channel and letting you guys see it on the channel? Or are you comfortable watching it where you're watching it now? It's up to you guys. I don't mind doing it because there's days that I've got a lot of stuff to do that I could be doing around the house and letting it play on my channel. It's up to you guys. If you guys want me to do that, I will do it. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week. It's up to you. It's not good for them when they finally get around to pushing the wrong button. Yeah, I agree, Mary Michael. I agree. Like, I only take so much too, but once you push that last button, you got on my last nerve. That's it. That's it. Willow becomes an oak. Okay, Mitch says I just watch the highlights. Yeah. I wish I would have let it run on Friday because I missed a lot of stuff. People send me the clips of the highlights in the comments. They get sent to my other folder, but yeah. Okay, so with that, let's wrap it up. You guys, please take care of yourself. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. Everybody that got to read today, thank you for allowing me to read for you. I love you guys to the moon and back, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.